So currently, when you look at the run rate that Epping are scoring at, it doesn't look that bad. Like, normally you would expect after the first 10 overs of a 40 over game that you would only be scoring 2 to 2.5 runs per over to expect to launch later on in the innings. But because Epping are going at more than 3 runs an over, and they're only 1 wicket down, that would suggest they're in an excellent position. A tremendous position. But then when you think about how many times the ball has just stopped in the outfield or the infield because the grass is too thick, you think how much more Epping could have been on if they were playing on a more traditional style of ground. Comes into bowl and left alone. This is Butler. Butler is coming into bowl for the 11th over. So there's no really way of saying how well Epping are going right now. Comes into bowl and it's aggressively hit, and it's just over the... Oh dear, there was a couple of chances there. So it was short outside the off stump. Tried to play an expansive, sloggy, cover drivey shot. It just went over the head of the fielder at short cover, and then the fielder at orthodox extra cover tried to run around and throw the ball to the keeper to stop it, and just failed to get... He didn't get a good throw in. But Dirk into bowl and defended there. Dirk into bowl. Oh, well, goes through the gate. The batsman tries to play a forward defensive shot. The ball bounces and spins, hits the batsman in the breadbasket, and then it dribbles to first slip for a dot ball. But Dirk into bowl. And an outside edge, and it goes down to the short third man region, and first slip is fast enough that they decide not to take a run on it. Final ball of the over, Butler into bowl, and left alone outside the off stump. End of the over. Comes into bowl. Oh, hits him in the stomach. Short of a length, the ball jags in, and unable to really get into any sort of competent position. Squared up there. Very good start to his bowling spell. Comes into bowl and left alone outside the off stump. Comes into bowl and left alone. Comes into bowl and driven back past the bowler, and the fielder at mid-on tries to stop it, and the fielder at mid-off runs around, and it's 1 run there. Comes into bowl. Oh! Play and a miss. So this must be Alex McCormick bowling. Comes into bowl. Hands driven. And to mid-off. End of the over. Butler comes into bowl and defended off the back foot. Comes into bowl and left alone. There's slip, point, extra cover, straight mid-off, short extra cover, wide mid-on, straight mid-wicket, comes into bowl. And that's 4. That was an awesome shot. Got to the pitch of the ball and just launched it again using his arms, not his body weight, in order to send the ball flying. The Dirk into bowl and cut, and it goes through the backward point region and they throw it in, and 1 run there. So there are 2 attacking fielders. There is the slip, and then there is the short cover, and there is 1 defensive fielder, which is the slog sweep fielder at the deep cow's corner. The Dirk into bowl and tried to play the block shot, but again the ball missed the bat and hit the body. The Dirk into bowl. Oh, went through the gate. And a bye after all that. End of the over. Well, just before we... So went through the gate and went down onto the leg side. The square leg fielder tried to have a throw at the non-striker's end but missed. End of the over. So this is the 14th over of the innings. The sun is moving behind a cloud now, and so the ground is moving from sunny to shadowy. And way down the leg side, and a wide. And now the sun is back out. The cloud is gone. Now it's back to very sunny. Cormac into bowl and defended off the front foot. Comes into bowl and driven straight to the short cover for a dot ball. Comes into bowl and it's in thick inside edge, and it goes down into the deep backward square region, and the fielder at square leg has to chase it down. And that's 4. That's very weird that there are these, there's been a couple of boundaries through these very thick inside edges having played these wild slog shots. Very uneven in terms of how many runs are being scored where on this ground. McCormick into bowl and left alone outside the off stump. And a wide. comes into bowl, and leg glanced, and the fielder at square leg chases it down. So, anyway, oh, there's a fielder in long off now, comes into bowl, and way down the leg side. So, this bowler seems to have his key ball is keeping his fingers right up the top of the seam as he bowls it in order to bowl seamers, and if he gets it wrong, if his fingers don't get into the right position, he can spray it. Oh, what a ball! End of the over. So this is the 15th over now. Okay, whatever the problem was has been sorted out now. The Dirk is to continue to bowl from the childcare centre end. This is the 15th over. There's just the one fielder in the deep. The Dirk into bowl. And left alone outside the off stump. Alright, so slip, short, silly, short cover, straight mid-off, extra cover, backward point, orthodox mid-on, mid-wicket, comes into bowl, and defended. Oh dear, another attempted run out fails. Just not coming together. There's been I think that's the third or fourth throw from a Diamond Creek fielder at the stumps, failing to get the run out when the opportunity presents itself. But Dirk into bowl. Now, whether or not that fault belongs to the fielder with the throw or with the receiver with taking the ball to the stumps, and the umpire just sorting out some grime off the bench. Okay. The Dirk into bowl. And it's a wild whoosh. And it beats the keeper. And it's going down into the behind the keeper region. And the fine leg fielder collects it in. And it's 2 byes there. So, there's been a few byes this game, this inning so far. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the 4th bye. Mistakes mostly through the Diamond Creek fielding, despite the Diamond Creek bowling being absolutely awesome. Dirk into bowl and swept, but it's straight to the short fine leg fielder. Oh, what a ball! What a throw! And it's out! Whoa! Finally! Oh dear. Oh dearie dearie me. What a throw. So, swept it to a short fine leg, and short the fine leg was able to throw the non-striker's stumps down. That was just phenomenal. And there we go. Nice huddle for Diamond Creek. That is just incredible. After so many attempts by Diamond Creek to do good fielding and failing and being very disappointing, suddenly they come up with a great piece of fielding like that. And it was a direct hit. It was not throwing it to someone at the stumps. So great stuff there for Diamond Creek. The second wicket has fallen for Epping, with about a half century on the board. Butler into bowl, and left alone outside the off stump. End of the over. So there's been a change of bowling at the river end. And tries to leg glance it. Not well played. That was the first ball for this batsman. This is the 16th over now. So we are slowly approaching the drinks break. Comes into bowl. And down the leg side, and no, no. After what happened with the run out, they've decided not to go for that extra buy, which would be a second wide. They decided to leave it alone. So just the wide there. Comes into bowl. Whoa! Playing a miss. Outside, short of the length outside the off stump, tried to play a sort of compressing block shot into the covers and just missing it. And so he wasn't trying to put his full face of the bat to it, it was the side of the bat, and just did not make contact. Comes into bowl. And defended there, pushing it, and fielded by mid-on dot ball. Comes into bowl. And defended there. That one was well defended, off the front foot. Again, not with a straight butt, but an angled bat, so the ball does not go straight back to the bowler, but to the cover region. Oh, maybe it wasn't a change of the bowling. McCormick into bowl, and to wide. Comes into bowl, and well bowled, well defended, clamped down on the ball. There's been quite a lot of sundries in this Diamond Creek innings, which let's understand, well, it's a one-day game, there's much more strict on the wides. Comes into bowl, and defended there. End of the over. It's 54 for 2. Butler to continue. And it's a wild shot across the line for a dot ball there. There's still one defensive fielder, which is the Cow's Corner fielder, and then everyone else is saving one except for the slip. So there's no one attacking in front of square on either side of the wicket. And it's a cut shot, and it goes down to the third man region, and the point fielder has to run around and chase it, and they get the one there. So the new batsman is on strike now. And so for this new batsman, the Cows Corner fielder has moved straight, and so now is a long on, and there is a short mid on. So there's two mid ons. One is a long on, which is very square, and then there is a short, an orthodox mid on, which is very straight. Right, comes into bowl, Butler, and defended well bowled, getting a bit of extra bounce, but not the best defended there. The overspin nearly got the batsman into a bit of trouble. Butler gets a lot of top spin. He's not the one to defend uncertainly. Tried to leg glance it into the offside for 1 run, but thought better of it. So on the offside there are free saving one in an orthodox position. There's point, cover, and a straight mid off. Butler into bowl, and oh, it was a bit of a Yorker, clamped it down. On the leg side there is a mid wicket, a short mid, a straight mid on, sorry, a straight mid on, a mid wicket, and then a short backward square leg, a deep. And oh, tries to work it, and then fielded by the fielder at mid wicket. It's 55 for 2. This is the 18th over. McCormick into bowl. And it's a wild shot. And it goes down to the deep backward square region. They've got one, they're going for it over 2. And then they throw it in. And they get the 2 there. This batsman seems to be continuing to play his shots where he throws his arms at the ball and doesn't bother with using his muscle or his body weight to guide his shots. And it's a big slog shot over the head of the bowler, down straight, and that is a 4. That is just a flat batted, slapping 4 there. That is all arm. There's just not even bothering to put his feet to the ball, just slapping it through his bat, through his arms. A lot of upper arm and upper body strength is what makes that shot possible. Comes into bowl. And it's another one. And it's out. Luckily, our camera was able to autofocus in time so that it wasn't a blurry mess of that catch. But the wicket has fallen, the batsman keeps playing those aggressive shots, and eventually he was to be undone by them. There he is walking off. And there's a bit of an interchange. And there's also an interchange of the square leg fielders. And good work there for Diamond Creek. So, let's see. That means the score is currently 61 for 3. Now, this changes things. 2 wickets in the last 4 overs have taken it from being 1 for a half century to 3 for just over a half century in the 60s. We've just a couple of overs to go before the drinks break. What type of launching pad will Epping now have to get a big 140, 150 score now that they've lost 3 wickets rather than just the 1? Let's find out. McCormick into bowl. And left alone outside the off stump. The ball, that time the ball skidded on. It was it looked about half volley length, very wide, and the ball just skidded on, and the Merritt had to take it near his shins. McCormick into bowl, and leg glanced it, and they're fielded by the fielder at square leg, mid wicket, running around to square leg. Diamond Creek fielders are very vocal right now. They know they're in a good position. They've worked themselves into this good position. Oh! End of the over. It's 3 for 61. The new batsman is about to face his first ball from Butler. Now, what will Williams do? The captain of Diamond Creek. What's his strategy going to be? Let's just have a look at what his decisions are going to be. And Butler is directing the field. Let's see. Okay, we'll have to look at this after the first ball. Butler into bowl. And defended off the front foot. Okay, so there is a short, fine leg. Cow's corner for the slog shot. A mid-wicket, a straight mid-on, a orthodox mid-off. Butler into bowl, and defended. There is short cover, silly cover, slip, and then a point fielder. Comes into bowl. And defended off the back foot. And wait, the short cover is sort of in an orthodox position, sort of short. But the silly cover and then the slip are the two attacking fielders. Butler into bowl. And it's, oh dear, a ball on the toes, leg glance down to fine leg, and they're just going to go for the one, not a second on the arm. One run there. The new batsman is underway. Still, Epping have a very healthy run rate right now, and they've only lost 3 wickets, so you can imagine that they would think that a 140, 150 total still is in the realm of possibility. Certainly, they are not being overwhelmed or outplayed right now. They are still very much competing for this prize. Butler into bowl. And it's short. Oh, what? The ball was short and wide, and the batsman just stepped over it to block it. That is, that's not the mindset, I would think, considering the situation. Now, that should have been cut down to third man for 4. And defended, stretching out to smother the ball. It's 62 for 3. Well, this is the 20th over. Last over before the drinks break. McCormick to bowl to the new batsman, the batsman at number 5. McCormick into bowl. And whoa, what a ball! And to wide. The ball bouncing extra off the short of a length region. Okay, so let's have a look at this field. 1 slip, 1 gully, backward point, cover point, comes into bowl, and that time it's okay. Then short cover, mid-off, mid-on, mid-wicket, backward square leg. So 3 fielders behind, comes into bowl. And it's down to the third man region, and the fielder at the gully has to chase it down, and it's very comfortably chased down because the ball just held up in the grass. They just get the 1 run there. So, with a score in the 60s as the drinks break approaches, you could imagine scoring at 80 in the final 20 overs. Comes into bowl. Oh, not the best defended shot in the world. A big gap between bat and pad, but okay, McCormick into bowl, and it's aggressively driven, or leg glanced into the leg side, and they go for 2, and it's down to the mid-wicket boundary, and they're going to go for a 3rd on the arm. No, they do not. Just the 2 there. Even though it's a very long throw from the goalpost at Marngrook Oval to the pitch, to throw it as a single shot takes some effort. You normally need a relay shot, so to not take a run on the throw is bad running. McCormick into bowl. And it's driven. And it's well taken. Oh, I lost the ball there for a second and just realised where it was. And it's well taken again by the fielder at mid-off. Another great piece of fielding there. This one was very different. This one was the sliding catch where you had to slide your body in order to get underneath the ball. You couldn't afford to dive, you couldn't afford to take it standing up, and so you had to somehow slide and get underneath it like they do in the baseball. And so that is the drinks break, 1 ball early. So with that wicket, the score is 4-4. 66. 4 for 66. And it seems that everyone is going to be having some beverages. Very good stuff there. And so now things become interesting. Now that Epping have I've lost 4 wickets, which means that any sort of aggression puts them in a position where it's suddenly their lower order are the ones responsible for getting up into the 130s, 140s, 150s as a score. So some vulnerability now for Epping, now that they've lost these 3 wickets in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3 wickets in 6 overs gives Epping going from being 1 for 50 something to 4 for 60 something. Not good position for Epping. Very good work for Diamond Creek over that last half an hour. Let's take a break now. Enjoy this photo montage.
History repeats itself in the patterns in the stone. We close our eyes and fumbling, we listen or we don't. The anchor man is babbling, weatherman's a liar. The sports report's a waste of time for the bored and the tired. And the past is all we talk about, 'cause it's all we've ever known.